everyone. Welcome to Travel Time. I'm Serina Bowles from the Travel Agent Next Door, and I'm putting together this series with some of my favorite friends from the industry that I work with on your vacations, just to sort of give you an inside look as to why I choose to work with them and who they are and what they offer. I do find whenever we are working on vacations together, it's important to look at not only what you want to do and how you want to do it, but it's really important to also match you up with who is going to give you that best experience and value for your money. So today I'm really excited to be talking with my friend Rob from Collette Tours. And Collette is a premium guided tour company who offers lots of different vacation ways to do your vacation in lots of different countries. And so I'm really excited to be talking with him today to get some more information about what they offer. So welcome, Rob. Thank you so much for being here with me today and talking with me. Um, so yeah, I was hoping maybe just before we get started, maybe could you just give us a little bit of information about who you are, what you do, and what you like about your job and your role at Collette?
Sure. So my name is Rob Pugliese. I'm one of the strategic partnerships managers here at Collette. I handle accounts nationally all across Canada. I started off as an advisor myself. So I started off selling leisure travel. From there, I moved into selling groups. And from there, I went into leadership where I became an assistant manager, and then finished off my selling career doing business travel. From there, COVID hit, a little bit of a break. And then I got started with Collette over here. And it's been incredible. My day-to-day is different every day. One day I'm helping advisors find the perfect tour for their travelers. Another day I'm creating videos to send out to help generate business and awareness. Or on another day I'll be attending a trade show or a conference where I get to present and meet so many different advisors and sometimes customers as well. So it's the variety of everything. It's been absolutely incredible, and it's been one amazing journey so far.
That's awesome. What would you say for people who haven't, who don't know about Collette Tours or who haven't experienced one yet? What would you say is sort of like the vibe of the product that you offer and sort of the experience that they can expect?
Sure. I'd describe it as a perfect balance between ease and discovery. So we take care of the complicated stuff, so you don't have to feel rushed from point A to point B with like a flag hanging over your head. The way I kind of try to position it is that it's like traveling with that super organized friend who somehow knows all the best restaurants and allows you to skip the stress. They've got a great sense of humor, and they'll still give you time to do your own thing. You get incredible experiences, local connections, and a lot of like, wow, I would have never found this on my own type of moments.
That's amazing. That's what I love so much about Collette. I know whenever I send my clients on a trip with you guys, I know that everything is going to be taken care of. It's going to be vetted places, vetted experiences. And I feel confident setting them off because I know that you guys are going to take really good care of them. What would you say in terms of ideal clients? Like what's sort of like the demographics or the sort of people who enjoy Collette Tours the best?
Sure. Honestly, I would say curious people. You don't have to be a seasoned traveler to travel with us. Some of our guests are taking their very first trip overseas, while others have passports that look like well-read novels because they've used it so much. The common thread is that they want more than sightseeing. They want stories, they want culture, they want connection, and they want experiences that they can be talking about with their family dinners for like years to come, and experience those experiences that you truly cannot Google. That's really what we hang our hat on.
Yeah, that's exactly. Whenever I have clients that sort of fit that niche, that's exactly whenever I know you're the one I need to call to make those experiences happen for them. So what are you seeing right now in terms of sort of like travel trends, or what sort of like the hot destinations and places people are going these days?
Honestly, it's quite a mixed bag as far as what I'm seeing. The biggest thing that I'm seeing is people prioritizing experiences over things. Nobody's bragging about that new toaster. They're bragging about feeding giraffes in Kenya or taking a cooking class in Tuscany. We're also seeing travelers book earlier than ever. People learned, over the last few years that if a destination is on your list, don't wait. You don't know what's going to happen. So make sure you get out there. And small group travel is huge for us because people want that deeper, more authentic experience while having all the benefits of guided travel. And the great thing about our small group tours as well is that they very much focus on those secondary cities, those secondary destinations. So if you have that traveler that's been there, done that, take a look at the small group. So yeah, maybe they've been to Paris and had the opportunity to experience the Eiffel Tower and take that selfie. But what about the other cities just around Paris, right? Where you can get that little bit more of an authentic feel and it doesn't feel as touristy.
Yeah, that's what I'm definitely noticing as well. There's definitely a trend in people wanting to get away from those tourist traps and the crowds and they want to go out, even if it's just a little bit out. It's a whole different experience. You can really feel like you're living like a local and kind of really see what that area is really like, as opposed to like everything with all like the crowds and things that maybe you've already seen before. There's so much world out there to experience, right? So what about any like insider secrets or anything like that? Do you have any like cool details or perks or anything like that is unique to Collette?
Yes. We're a premium brand first and foremost. So we're not going to be your cheap and cheerful. But we're not that high-end luxury as well. We're that level just sort of below that high-end luxury where it's very much a premium feel. And with that premium feel, one of the really cool things that we do is that if you book your air through Collette when you're booking your tour, we actually have a door-to-door chauffeur service that will actually send out to pick you up at your house, bring you to the airport, and then back again on the return. And that really gives our clients that feeling of being important, that white glove treatment. And it's just one less thing that they have to worry about. They're not having to worry about, okay, where am I going to park my car? Do I need to order a taxi or an Uber? Will they be on time? All those logistical things that, are a little bit of a pain when it comes to traveling. We take care of that for you. The other thing that's really cool about what we do is that in destination, you're almost never handling your bags. We've got porterage at our sites. So essentially the way that it works is that you would get off your coach, you would, have all the luggage outside of the coach. You identify it as yours. You leave it there. Then what happens is that the magical bag fairies come pick up that bag, bring it to your door, and just leave it right in front of your door. You go, you check into your room, you got your luggage right there. And then on the way out, when you're checking out of the hotel, you don't have to lug that baggage up and down stairs, nothing like that. You just leave it in front of your door, and those same magical bag fairies will come along, pick it up, bring it right back to the coach, and off you go. It's a seamless experience, and it makes things so easy for our travelers.
Yeah, that's what I like for sure, because it's it's sort of that all-inclusive, all the details are taken care of type of arrangement, so that because there are so many like little minute things that you might not think about before you just go on, you book a trip and you think off you go, but there's a lot of logistics involved in everything. So seeing that Collette offers that sort of service that you can just literally lock your door and forget about having to think or worry about anything else and just enjoy your experience for your vacation, that is really valuable, I find as well. So I do get a lot of questions from my clients whenever we're putting vacation packages together. They'll say, these things are available. Like I can go on Google and I can Google these things and I can, and it's true. Like everyone can see the exact same hotels that we're looking at. They can see the exact same different, like activities and experiences that are available out there. How would you speak to what the value is in using, like a premium company that curates your trip for you versus just sort of winging it online yourself and using one of those like third-party bookings, trying to piece it together?
Sure. I always tell people, hey, you can always, try to do it yourself, and you can also try to cut your own hair. The question is whether you'll be happy with the result or not.
Yeah.
Travel has become extremely complicated, right? Between transportation, logistics, reservations, timings, local knowledge, language barriers, and knowing which experiences are actually worth your time. So there's going to be a lot involved. With Collette, we take care of all of that so that travelers can focus on enjoying the journey instead of, managing it. Plus, we've spent over a century perfecting our itineraries, so that's a lot of trial and error that travelers don't have to figure out for themselves.
Yeah, no, that is great. What would you say is like, obviously there's lots of tour operators out there, lots of different choices. Obviously, I love working with you guys, and because I am confident in the experience that you give. What would you say is sort of the biggest thing that sets Collette Tours apart from other companies out there?
I would put it in two buckets. The first being the cultural immersion. When you're going on a Collette tour, connecting with the local culture and having those really authentic experiences are a huge part of what we do. I said it before. It's experiences that you can't Google, right? So it's those off the beaten path experiences, or things that you may not have thought of yourself. Right? Like those types of things are so important, and they really help people connect with that destination. And the pacing of what we do, we believe in having a lot of free time so that people can experience the destination for themselves. And we really try to avoid the feeling of the herd mentality where every night you're somewhere else. So what we do is we have the most multiple days in each destination within tour companies within our industry here. So you'll have a lot of 2-day stays rather than, or 2 and 3 day stays rather than the 1-night stays. And sometimes you can't avoid those 1-night stays. It's just going to be a part of the itinerary, but we really do try our best to avoid that type of feeling for our travelers. And then the second thing that I would say, or the second bucket that I would put it all into would be our people. Our travelers experience the destination through incredible local experts. We have passionate tour managers and a company culture that genuinely cares about every guest that travels with us. And from an advisor perspective, Collette is one of those few companies that you could still feel like is a true partner, because we are accessible, we're flexible, and we're committed to helping advisors succeed, and therefore giving their travelers the best experience possible with the most greatest amount of memories that they can have. At least that's the idea.
No, I agree. That's why I like working with you guys. So what about you? Like, what if you could like hop on a plane tomorrow, knowing everything that you know, everywhere that you've been, where would you be heading?
Oh boy, it's like asking me to pick my favorite child. Honestly, what blew me away, I got to experience our Sicily product.
Okay.
Go check out Sicily. Like, if you've never been to Italy before, you'll still want to do, your Rome, Florence, Venice as your first shop. But if you've been to Italy before, you kind of want to expand your horizons a little bit, definitely check out Sicily, because it's got archaeology, and I'm a history nerd, so it's got archaeology. It's got the history. The food is Southern Italian food, which, and I'm not biased whatsoever, it's the best. And just the overall experience is incredible. You get to go up Mount Vesuvius. As part of that experience, we have an actual geologist that talks about how magma was created, and where it all comes from. So you get some really, really stunning views from the top of Mount Etna.
Yeah.
We also did an anti-mafia walking tour in Palermo, which really painted a picture for us as to how the city itself has transformed over the years as they've moved away from allowing the mafia to run the everyday life, and as they've gotten rid of that corruption. And it's a subtropical climate, so you're going to have beautiful weather, and it's awesome for shoulder season as well. So if you're looking for not in the typical height of let's say the summer, because it'd be quite hot over there, but if you're going like, let's say, May, June, September, October, absolutely stunning weather all the way through.
That's cool. Okay, before I let you go, one last question.
Sure.
Give me one of your favorite travel memories. What's something really fun that you've experienced?
Yeah, this is going to go back to Italy. So my favorite travel memories are usually the unexpected ones. So one that always makes me smile is that we were sitting in this little tiny family-owned restaurant in Italy where no one spoke much English. And even though my background's Italian, I grew up in Newmarket, and my Italian is atrocious. I can understand it a little bit. I can speak very little, but I'm basically limited to the food and my enthusiastic hand gestures. But despite that, we all ended up laughing with the owner, sharing stories, and just feeling completely welcomed. And, the whole experience itself just really reminded me that travel isn't really about the places all the time. It's very much about the people that you meet along the ways, and the type of connections that you make.
Yeah. No, I love that. And those are my favorite memories as well. It's the things you can't plan for, you don't expect, they just happen, and they're the memories that you talk about for years afterwards. So, well, that was wonderful. Thank you so much for talking with us today. I really appreciate it. And I know my clients will appreciate the additional insight that you've been able to give to them. And anyone who's watching, if you are interested in learning more about Collette Tours and you would like to chat some more, just send me a message and we can take it from there. Thanks, everyone. Bye, Rob. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, Serina.